everybody, welcome back today because I like golf and I like spooky games. Not that this one's very spooky, but it ties into the Halloween theme. I'm going to be playing Cursed to Golf. Now, this is a game that does go on sale often for about $5 on all the different systems, but I got this one through Prime Gaming, and if you guys don't have Prime Gaming, but you do have Amazon Prime, sign up for Prime Gaming. It's free. You get tons of free games every month from this. So this is where I got this one from, because I've always been on the fence on playing this because it kind of looks like Worms Golf, you know, the one where it's, I don't know, Worms Blast or something. I'll look it up again, but I'll put a link to my video for Worms Golf, and that was pretty fun, but that's been out for years. This one came out, I believe, a few years ago, and it's kind of the same thing, but it's got a little bit of difference with the power-ups and stuff. So I just didn't want to really invest in this, but if this looks interesting to you, I think it goes on sale regularly enough, and it also goes on sale on the console. So there you go. You can make your own decision about it, but you can watch the gameplay that I'm going to show. So I'm going to start off with the intro. I'm not going to show everything because I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but the intro to the game is the tutorial. If you start playing and you don't know what's going on, what you want to do is go to the tutorial, because that's going to explain to you how to take the shots, and it's also going to explain the story. So, but what they do is essentially they let you learn how to take each shot. You know, you've got a driver, iron, and a wedge. And then, of course, when you're in the sand, you have to use the wedge, I believe. That's the only time you have to, but the wedge is really beneficial when you're close up. Now, whenever you go to take a shot, I find it kind of weird that you can't aim first and you got to use your power first, but just remember that anytime you can back out. So if you do half power and then you start seeing the aim and you're not going to land where you want, you can always hit the right click button on your mouse and back out of that shot. And to start up your shot, you use the left click, and it's just a timing thing. You see the power gauge goes up and down, and then it shows your angle in the air. But another important tip to know that they'll show you in the tutorial, I don't know if I've got it in this little bit of captured footage, but if you push the E button on your keyboard, that is going to allow you to scan the course so you can see the shots up ahead, because you can only go forward and backwards a little bit. One of the other things I thought was a little weird is when you set up your shot to take it, make sure that you're facing in the right direction, because he kind of looks like he's just facing a certain way all the time. It's very subtle. So if you're not sure if you're hitting to the right or left, just push it's kind of like the first person shooter controls, WASD. So you want to push A or D in the direction you want to shoot. So make sure you do that too. Now you can see here, the goal is, well, that's right, I don't get to the goal on this part, because this is what happens to you. This is why you become cursed to golf. You drop dead. So that's going to send you down to this other world, down into the earth. It's not quite hell. You're kind of in purgatory. And you meet up with a entity, I guess. And he has been brought down there long ago, and he's built up this whole environment for you to play on. The whole key is, if you get through it, you get to ascend back to life. This entity himself has never even been able to complete the course himself. He just made this pro shop that he's got, where you can go there and you can buy power-ups and stuff like that. And he goes forward to teach you all about how to play in this underworld realm. So what you found out that up top, you're just kind of using some basic shots up in the real world up there. But once you get down here, you're going to find that you have all kinds of different options, and it's a much more exciting play field. And like he kind of describes it as going through a dungeon, because you're going to run into obstacles. You're going to be able to hit the ball at power-ups, which can maybe give you additional shots because, like he says, you're not really going to be able to get through most of these holes in the par number that it gives you. And once you get through, and if you run out of shots, that's it. You're done. The game's over. So you get to retry, you know, again and again. Now, I'm sure people out there get to the point where they want to try and get through a hole without any power-ups, which it can be done, but you really got to get good at the game. But then there's also the option to build up extra shots, which is going to give you more points. So if you can get through in the fewest shots while picking up all the bonuses, that's really handy. And you can see here's some of those special shots that you can get. They're called ace cards. It's kind of awkward to pull these up. I had trouble getting used to it because you actually have to hit the space bar to pull them up, and then you have to you can use the arrow keys too, but you can use the A and B keys to go left and right to select one, and then you got to use the mouse cursor to click it. So it's kind of bizarre. I'm not a huge fan of all the controls on this, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. Again, this is my first gameplay you're watching right here. This was me just trying it, and I've condensed it down because it took me probably to go through the whole intro and learning this first hole he gives you to practice on and telling you about all the tips and all the tricks to get through the hole and get extra shots or use special shots. Probably about 30 minutes for everything. So now that that's over, I'm armed with all the knowledge of how to play the courses to a certain degree. Here's just my first hole. I'll let you watch the playthrough on this, and then you can decide if this is something that's interesting to you. I had fun with it. I'll play through this whole course, you know, a few times, I'm sure. Does it have a lot of replay? Well, I guess if you've never played games like Worms Golf or something like that, you're going to find it very fresh and unique. There's a lot of games out there that play golf this way, though, on mobile devices, where it's kind of just that, you know, 2D version of golf instead of a top-down view or even a 3D version. So it's got its limitations, but it also has a certain charm in its gameplay. And this one, with the extra spooky themes and stuff that may happen along the way, it's probably one of these games that's really good to play during the Halloween season because it just keeps you right in that mood. That's probably the most exciting part about this to me, because overall, it's everything I've seen before. And not that that's a problem if you've never seen it before, especially, and this is new to you. But without this theme, it would be just another golf game. So I do appreciate that they went for something totally different and went for like a spooky gameplay, because I do love the graphics of this. It looks gorgeous. It's great pixel art, and it really sets the mood. So there you go. That's Cursed to Golf. Worth a pickup? I think so. If you like simple, basic golf games like this with some extra little features and you like the theme, it's definitely worth it. For it on sale, I think it's normally like $20. I could be wrong, but when it's on sale for like $5, it's definitely going to give you your $5 worth. And again, if you got something like Prime Gaming, it's still available for free. I've already collected it, so I don't know how much time is left for you to collect those on Amazon Prime Gaming. But Prime Gaming is something that if you have Amazon Prime and you have not set up Prime Gaming, you're just losing out, because not only do they have their own app, if you have Epic Game Store or if you have Good Old Games, they give free games on those also. So those are worth signing up for, and you can just get tons of free games. I mean, they used to just give a few every month, but lately it's like you're getting 20 games every month. They're not all winners, but again, you get to pick and choose. And even if you choose them all, it's all free. So there's nothing wrong with that. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have lots more golfing. I'll probably put some links at the end of the video so you can see. I've been covering 40 plus years of golf games. So there's plenty to enjoy. And if you like this golf and you want something even better, look through my list. You may find something, because there's some really amazing golf games that have been made over the last 40 some years. So, hey, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. So long.